Okay, what's up, everyone? Pretty excited to show you what we've been building here for data quality and anomaly detection in Snowflake. So I'm going to go ahead and actually hop over to Snowflake, and I'm going to show you this very simple table. We've got one here which is called contacts, and you can see that when you create the table, you can actually set these constraints. So there's a null constraint on a column. There's a primary key constraint on a column, and there's a unique key constraint on a column. Now, ideally, when you create tables, you should be specifying whether or not you want these constraints to be enforced on different columns. So here, for example, I'm saying this portal ID can be null, but it's not the primary key, it's not the unique key. And interestingly, Snowflake doesn't actually enforce the primary key constraint, doesn't really do anything. But if you try to, if contact ID is a unique key, which it is, I just didn't create it, and you try to insert two rows with the same contact ID, then that operation in Snowflake will fail. Now, in Orchestra, we're announcing support for this, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go over to Orchestra, and I'm going to go into this data quality pipeline. We can see here I've got this node called schema check. This is just running a query before. Now we have a specific query which can actually test these types of parameters. It's called Snowflake validate schema. So I'm going to go ahead and take the table name, which is contacts. Column name is contacts ID. The expected type for contact ID is actually a number. I expect it to not be nullable, so I'm going to leave that open. I don't expect it to be the primary key, and I don't expect it to be the unique key. In terms of the connection I want, I'm going to throw this in, and I'm also going to ensure that I'm in the right database and schema. So the database is Snowflake working, and the schema is public. This is a really powerful test because it means you can not only test the expected type of a column, but you can also test to see if it's nullable, if it's the primary key, if it's unique. Pretty important, pretty crucial things, and either. Okay, so we can see that the Snowflake data quality test has passed. I can click in. I can see the task parameters and the run parameters, and yeah, that's kind of how you check to see if this works. I also ran a couple of these earlier, so you could see what it would look like if it failed. So in this case, we're actually checking to see if the type equals a number. Number all in lowercase is not a type in Snowflake. It needs to be number 380. So we can see this actually failed. But yeah, that's how you can use Orchestra to leverage schema checks in your workflows. Don't forget, if you want to sort of monitor all of these, you can do that too. So in this case, I can dive into this Snowflake data quality product. I can see the runs, I can see the quality score, I can see the cost. And then I can also see how these tasks evolve over time, which is also super cool. So yeah, this is our